Hey guys, welcome to Dropping It Live. I'm so sorry I didn't go live yesterday. Just the power outage on the island was crazy, and I'm late today. I'm really sorry. I just couldn't get it together. Everything's kind of a little bit behind for me. But I'm here right now, so I want to talk to you guys what I promised I was going to share with you today. I wanted to talk to you guys about this feelings collection. So I mentioned this a little bit on segment 12, but this is an amazing collection for emotional support and wellness. This is like an amazing kit. So it's got 6 oils in it. It's got the Valor 2, Harmony, Forgiveness, Present Time, Release, and Inner Child. Those are the 6 oils that come in this kit, in this collection. I'm going to actually open it for you guys so you can see. It comes in this box, and those are the oils that come in it. So those are the 6 powerful oils that can be used for emotional wellness. So I talked a little bit about it last segment about how storing our emotions can actually cause physical, not only emotional, but physical issues as well. And there's some research that's being done on that and how the emotions can actually be stored or can actually change the DNA structure, which means then we can be passing that on from generation to generation. So this kit was formulated by Gary Young, the founder of Young Living Essential Oils. He picks, okay, these are all blends. These are all blended oils. They're not singles. So they're blends which are made up of single essential oils. All of these blends were hand selected by Gary Young. They were hand formulated by him based on their emotional support properties and how they can help us. So by applying these oils topically to the body or by inhaling them aromatically, you can really have a profound shift on your emotional state, and you can actually release some of the emotional baggage that you may be carrying on from, you know, maybe your birth even, or a childhood trauma, or a death in the family, or whatever it is. And there's some things that we may not actually even know that we're dealing with, which was in my case. So really powerful oils to use right here. So I'm going to go through it, and it's kind of, you know, Gary says you don't have to use this complete collection the way that I'm going to share with it to you now. I'm using all 6 oils. You can just start with just one of the essential oils and just tune in and see how that's making you feel, okay? But I'm going to go through the whole kit because I love this protocol. I love it. So Valor 2 is the first essential oil that comes in the kit, and this is what you're going to apply to the bottoms of your feet. You're also going to inhale it, and this is basically used to help ground you, to kind of balance your energy, and give you like a sense of protection, give you a sense of courage, also relaxation and empowerment. So you want to start with this so you're kind of in an energetically balanced state, so you can actually move forward with the emotions that you're going to deal with. So he recommends, Gary Young recommends applying 3 to 6 drops to the bottom of your feet, and then what's left over you can just inhale by tenting your nose and taking in some deep inhalations. You can also apply this to the base of your brainstem or to your crown. This one's amazing. You can also apply it to your temples, your chest, your throat, your solar plexus, which is just below your ribs right here, wherever you're drawn to apply it, okay? But just apply it and then just lay still and just really tune in with your, with what you're feeling, okay? Have no background noise, no interruptions, no moving lights or anything like that. Just tune in to what you're actually feeling with this essential oil. This is an amazing oil just by itself. I love this oil, and I talked about this in one of the other segments. So the next oil that you would be using would be the Harmony essential oil that comes in the kit. So the Harmony oil is one of my favorites. I wear this as perfume. I also diffuse it when my children are acting a little emotionally imbalanced. Maybe they're fighting or arguing or bickering, and I'll just diffuse this and the entire room's mood changes. So I love this oil. It smells so, so beautiful. So this is actually used in this protocol to apply to all of your energy fields. So all of your energy centers, I should say, or your chakras. So you basically would just apply this where you're drawn to apply that according to your chakra areas. So those are just your energetic vortexes or your centers, basically, that keep the energy, the chi flowing through our body, right? And if one of those chakras are obstructed, the energy is not going to flow freely, and you want to, because you want to be able to release. So harmony is amazing. You can just apply it to the back. So you would apply it over like the coccyx, right, for the root chakra. Then you would move it up to your sacrum. Then your, gosh, I don't know my spinal cord, but you'd move it up to the solar plexus area, right? And then to the heart chakra, and then your throat, the base of the brain stem in the back, and then you can apply it to your third eye, which is the pineal gland as well. So this is just going to kind of balance the energetic meridians. He actually added ylang-ylang to this essential oil because of its balancing properties. So ylang-ylang is really good for balancing male and female energies, and you want to do that because sometimes when you're holding on to an emotional experience or emotional feeling, it could be tied to a male or a positive energy, right? So you want to make sure that those are balanced. So this is going to help you also just feel more in harmony. It's going to help you feel non-confrontational, and it's going to help you not feel as combative, so you can actually open up and receive. Harmony is amazing. I love, love, love that oil. So the next oil is forgiveness. So this is the oil that brought me out of my emotional release. This one is what brought me out of it, forgiveness. This one is so beautiful smelling, and it just really does. I mean, you can't heal if you cannot forgive. You can't forget if you cannot forgive. Forgiveness is amazing. So Gary Young looked at the essential oils that he added to this blend, and he picked them based on what would allow you to open up and forgive and to heal and to love and to move on. So this one is really easy. You just apply it over your navel, over your belly button in a clockwise direction, and you just keep doing that. Just keep rubbing in a clockwise motion and tune into what you're feeling. Think about something that you want to forgive. Maybe it's someone, maybe it's something that you've done. Just tune into that and while you're rubbing your navel clockwise in that direction. And then inhale what's left. Just really take this in and inhale. Like I talked about in the other segment, by inhaling those molecules of essential oil, you are affecting the limbic part of your brain. You're sending nerve signals to that limbic part of your brain, which is the hippocampus and the amygdala, and those are responsible. Those are emotional parts of our brain. So by triggering and sending signals to those those parts, that's how you're going to have an emotional change or a shift. You can really impact your emotions that way. So inhaling this one is incredible. Present time is the next one. So sometimes we get, I mean, if you think about it, right, if we're upset or mad or something like that, we're dwelling in the past. We're dwelling on an emotion or a feeling that we felt from the past, and that's over with, that's done with, right? But we are still stuck in it, and we are still struggling with that and having emotional turmoil over that. So present time is used to just kind of connect you to the present time. So he has neroli in here, which is an amazing, it's an orange blossom flower. Oh, it's amazing and incredible and expensive. That is an oil in this blend. And then he has spruce. So the neroli is going to kind of bring you into the moment at the time. The spruce that he put in this essential oil blend is going to anchor you into that moment, the present time. So this one, he just says, you know, apply 1 to 2 drops over your thymus. So you would just apply it over the front of your neck, and you would do that in a clockwise motion. And then again, what's left, inhale it, all of it, inhale of it. And this is going to help you be in that present moment. So you are going to focus on releasing an emotion, on healing, and then you can go back to the past to actually release, right? So release is the next oil we're talking about. So this comes in the kit, release. This is the one, I'm not kidding you guys, when I wear this as a perfume, because it does smell really good, I will just be talking with people, and I am not kidding you. They will release on me. They will share something, and I'm like, wow, like I cannot believe they just shared that with me. And then I think about it later and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm wearing release. Like maybe it's a coincidence, but I know how powerful this was for me at releasing my emotional baggage. And this was incredible. I'll tell you a quick story. I wore this in the morning. I went to my daughter's preschool meeting. There was a meeting. We had a parent teacher conference with all the parents. Somebody mentioned one thing about the Yogananda film that had just been released at Encinitas. And I don't know why, but I started crying. And I could not stop it. I was just literally releasing, and I felt really awkward and really embarrassed. And I was like, why am I crying? And people were like, are you okay? You know, what's wrong? And my lesson from that is apply this one at nighttime because you can do the emotional release while you're sleeping, because you will. If you have emotional stuff that needs to be released, you are going to release it with this oil. It's incredible, very powerful. So I switched and I started applying this at nighttime. So I would do my release subconsciously while I'm sleeping, while my body's healing and resting. But I still wear this in the daytime, and it's incredible. I use this in my massages as well. This is the oil that I'll pick sometimes for her to incorporate in my massages. So the way that you would apply this is over the liver. So basically your liver is kind of under the right side of your rib cage, and you're just going to apply it over your liver into the center of your body. And you would apply it topically. The reason it's applied over the liver is because we do hold on so much to these emotions, and those emotions, gosh, I had a whole list of it. I mean, everything from jealousy, negativity, bitterness, hatred, anger, resentment, envy, even addictions are in the liver, right? So what happens is you have all this negative stuff and it's pumping through your blood. All these negative energy goes into our bodies. It's in our bloodstream, and then it gets filtered through the liver. So a lot of it gets stuck in the liver. So by applying release over the liver, you're going to help release that. And then again, you want to drink lots of water so you're flushing that out, and not keeping anything, getting reabsorbed into the body. So this one is incredible over the liver, and then again, just to breathe aromatically. Okay, so the last oil is Inner Child. So Inner Child is a super fun oil, super fragrant. This kind of takes you back to childhood, right? So it takes you back to the time in your life when you were carefree, you didn't have maybe as much emotional baggage unless you did, experience a childhood trauma or issue or something like that. But this takes you back to a time where, of innocence, of hope, of excitement, of thrill. It just really takes you back to that moment. So Inner Child's amazing at kind of reconnecting you with that young, vibrant life, and it can actually change the genetic structure of your DNA when you are imprinting those new memories, those new emotions into your body, into your DNA. So this one is amazing at doing that. And the way that Gary suggests that you apply this is a drop on your thumb. So you're going to put it on the pad of your thumb, and you're actually going to put it in your mouth almost as if you're a baby sucking your thumb, but you're going to be pressing on the roof of your mouth, and you're just going to hold it there for 20 seconds, maybe even a minute. What that's going to do is some of the essential oils can actually cross the blood-brain barrier. So the roof of your mouth is a great application point to do that because you're really close to the brain that way, as is inhaling the essential oils. But applying it to the top there is amazing. So the oils in here, two of the main ones he chose were the orange and the tangerine oil, and those basically evoke a sense of happiness, and it just brings you feelings of personal value. So Inner Child is amazing, amazing. And then he recommends locking it in. When you feel like you no longer need to use this protocol, what you can do, and basically you ask yourself, like, can I revisit this emotion that was bothering me that I wanted to release? Can I visit that emotion without evoking any negative feelings? Basically, I'm looking at it, and it's almost like I'm looking at a magazine article. There's nothing stimulated. There's no emotion tied to that. That's when you've released it, you've succeeded. And then what you can do is you can kind of lock that in with valor. So you would lock it in with the crown of your head and at the bottoms of your feet. And that's going to kind of lock in that positive emotion and seal the deal, so to speak. So that's just the protocol for the Feelings Kit. This is one of my all-time favorite kits collection. I will tell you that I had the most profound release, emotional release, by using some of these oils, in addition to Trauma Life, which is one of the other oils I talked about. So just amazing resource to have. And like I said, Gary says you can just experience one oil at a time. You don't necessarily have to do the full protocol, but if you really want to make a shift in the genetic, the DNA genetic structure, I guess, of your cells, then you would want to take, I would recommend doing a full protocol. So you're actually going to like change and cleanse the DNA, so to speak. So let's see. The whole kit, Gary designed this whole kit basically just to resolve your emotions and so you can achieve more, okay? So once you're like releasing all this baggage or whatever that's holding you back, this is going to allow you to achieve. It's going to assist you in overcoming any like emotional attitudes that you may have. So that's why he designed this. And like I said, there's a lot of research out there on how you can link it to physical issues as well. So check that out. I think, you know, I made a mistake last week. I actually said I was going to give away a little sample of release oil to Diane because I messed up. That was supposed to be my giveaway today. So what I'm raffling off today is actually the multitasker, which is what I talked about 2 segments ago. That multitasker is what I use for the eyeliner. It can also be used to do any kind of like shadowing effects as an eyeshadow if you want to add definition, but it can also be used to darken your eyebrows. So that is the non-toxic Savvy Minerals makeup by Young Living, and it's the multitasker, which I love. So eyebrow, eyeshadow, and eyeliner. That's why it's called multitasker, and it's in a dark brown. So that's what I'm going to raffle away today for you guys. So everybody who commented on segment 12 is entered in here, and you're going to get the multitasker, okay? So let's see who wins. Leslie Legao. Leslie Legao is the winner. Boy, you cannot see that, can you? There you go. Leslie Legao is the winner. So I'm going to get that multitasker sample to you, girl. Comment below on this post. Again, I'm having the class. I'm going to teach it probably in the first week of November. Next week, I'm going to be teaching the non-toxic class. So if you guys want in on that too, let me know. Great ways and tips and power. Education is power, so you know how you can remove some of that stuff from your house, your home, and make small changes that can really impact your life in the long run. So 2 classes coming up for you guys, and comment below, and you'll be entered into the contest next week to win. I don't know what. It's probably going to be one of these powerful emotional support essential oils. Maybe, I don't know, present time, maybe harmony, maybe forgiveness. All right, you guys, thanks so much for tuning in. If you have questions, post them below. Thanks, guys. Uh-oh, my mouse is stuck. There we go. Oh. All right, see you guys.